Hey guys, today we're going to talk about why you need to use an eyeshadow primer and which are the best ones for mature eyes. Hi, I'm Kelly and this is Kelly Media, where we talk about all things beauty, skincare, and lifestyle for those of us over 50. Stick around with me till the end of the video and I'm going to share with you the number one reason why it's better to use an eyeshadow primer instead of just a concealer. So I want to start off by talking about my all-time favorite eye primer, and that is the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. This is a great one, classic. Comes out, it's a little bit pink. You can see that when you bring it out, it's just like a very light cream. You can see you can't really see anything there. What it's going to do though is it's going to grab onto that eyeshadow, and when you do those fabulous eyeshadow looks, those glamour looks, or if you're just doing a basic look for the day, this is going to be a great base for you. Now, one thing it doesn't do, because it's so light in color, is it doesn't on its own cover up veins or discolorations, but because it's going to grab onto your eyeshadow is going to do that job and cover up. So like even if you're using a light color in certain areas, because you've got this underneath, you're going to get really good coverage. Now the next primer I want to talk about is a brand that is new to me and only recently discovered via Jen Phelps, fellow YouTuber, and it's a brand called Moira. And I ordered it online. I think you may be able to find it at some Walmarts also. This is like the MAC, a clear, a little bit white, and then just blends right into your skin. Again, on its own isn't going to cover your pesky veins or discolorations or whatever you've got going on. But because it's going to grip onto that shadow, you will get coverage for those pesky things via the shadow. Now this next one I feel like is the big daddy of eyeshadow primers. That's the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This one I've got with me today is the anti-aging. Now compared to the original, quite honestly, I don't know what the difference is, but that's okay. This stuff's great. So it has kind of a light tan, hopefully you can see that, light tan color. Not super dark, you know, and again blends in really nicely. Boy, can this grip. Like I'm not kidding, this one grips like way better than the other two. I love those though, because unless you're a pro makeup artist, there are times you put something on there and it's like, oh my gosh, I need to blend that out, like that's too much. Well, be careful with this one because it'll definitely grab onto your eyeshadows. You can still blend, don't get me wrong, but it really is going to grip and get that nice true color that you're wanting. The last one I want to talk about is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Eye Primer. And I use this under my eye. Now, you can use it on top too. It's actually made for both, but for me, I have a lot of trouble with under eye concealer laying down and doing its job. And I heard another YouTuber talking about this for under eye, and that was Lisa J. Check her out. And this has made a world of difference for me. I put this down, let it sit, and then I go in with my concealer under eye, and I'm so happy I found this. Now, I hadn't used it on my eyelid. I don't know why. I had Moira or I had MAC, you know, so one day I was like, if I'm going to do this video, I really need to try that on my eyelid. So I did. It worked fine. It doesn't have the staying power on my eyelid like the others do. So it lasted about 8 hours, and then I started noticing creasing. With these others, let me just tell you, you put your eye look on, it's not going to move until you take it off. Honestly, there are some times at night I go to take my makeup off and I'm sad because it still looks so amazing because of these. Now, that doesn't mean this is a bad primer. This is a perfectly fine primer. It's just for me on my movable lid, it didn't give me more than 8 hours. Now, I promised I would share the very compelling reason why to use a dedicated eye primer instead of a concealer on your eyelid. Okay, movable eyelid, right? So what's going to happen? That's going to break down quicker. Eyelid primers are made for the movable eyelid. Because the eyelid's going to be moving around, you need a special formulation in order to have your eyeshadow stay where you put it. Concealer is made for other places that don't move as much, so absolutely nothing wrong with using it on your eyelid. I would recommend you powder it down pretty well though. Now for me, I feel like I'm starting to get a little too many layers on my aging eye. If I've got concealer, powder, then I go in with multiple eyeshadow shades and I'm blending everything out. So yeah, it's a perfectly fine thing to do. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And there may be days where you're like, you know what, I'm wearing concealer underneath. I'm just going to put it all around because I'm in a hurry and I gotta go. No problem, right? But if you want something to last, if you want that look to last, I recommend trying one of these. So that's all I have today. Thank you so much for being here with me. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed talking about these eye primers and how to use them and how to get the most out of them. If you like this kind of content, I'd love a thumbs up. If you're interested in more like this, please subscribe and hit that notification bell and you'll be notified on my next video. Until then, thank you. Have a great day.